Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Tom Kilroy, Senior Vice President of Intel Corporation.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Computex. It's great to be back in Taipei, and certainly the theme is appropriate, shaping the future. Because the innovation in the computing industry happens right here in Taipei. It's the heartbeat of all innovation and the center of how we go to market, no matter what type of device in our industry. And it's really where the future is being shaped. And that's what I want to talk about today, how Intel is shaping the future, but more importantly, how are we doing it together? It's been a journey when we talk about computing, a journey of decades. We've gone from number crunching in the mainframe era, and I started my career in 1979. That was what computing was. And then we moved into the era of the 80s, where 80s and 90s where the PC came into play. But remember, that was in the business segment, where as consumers we weren't using PCs, it was for business and productivity. And then of course the age of the internet, and that's where the consumer came into play, and now it's ubiquity. And throughout all this innovation, it's now to the point where, with ubiquity, the user is, as the video said, the center. And as industry players, we need to start with the user and work backwards as we approach our innovation. And that's where we say the user experience matters more now than ever. So what do we mean when we say experience? Let's face it, we're humans before we're users, right? So experiences are sensed. What we see, what we hear, and what we feel. That's what defines our experiences. And the fuel for that is brought to life by content. Look at these numbers. I mean, we see these all the time, and every time I see them, I take a step back and I'm amazed. We're obsessed with content, social content. Hundreds of millions of photos, posts, tweets across whatever platform, whether it's Facebook, Tencent, Sina. And you here in Taiwan are very active internet users. 75% of you in this country watch online video each month. All of this drives huge traffic, over an exabyte per day. And increasingly, it's becoming mobile. So the result of all this is driving demand for mobile on-ramps. This is a study by Gartner that depicts growth projections out through 2016 across the different devices. We know phones are now smarter. Tablets have come on. And as the devices get more capable, what happens is there's more traffic. So tablets actually generate 3 times the amount of data traffic that smartphones do. Then you move to notebook. Of course, you're getting even more capability, more sophistication. That's 7x more traffic than tablets. So the more capable the device, naturally, the richer the experience, more traffic. Whatever the case is, it's opportunity for all of us to mine. So let's start with smartphones. They're always with us. They're in our pocket or purse. It's the easiest way to share experience. Snap a photo, post to social. And do we notice how everybody likes to entertain themselves with their mobile phone when they're bored? Nowadays you get in an elevator where the door shuts and everybody picks out their mobile phone and starts looking during that awkward pause. Or whether you're waiting in line, sitting on an airplane, people are using their mobile phone to pass that idle time. It's also peace of mind. You're in control. You're never lost. Literally never lost. You've got direction, capability, everything you want. But most importantly, compute is king. That plays right into Intel's strengths. The opening video played off our smartphones. Our smartphone that's in the market in China. We have it in India as well as Europe. And when we talk about performance, remember it's usages. We're not going to talk about bits and bytes. As a user, it's kind of a nice thing to be able to take a picture and know you can snap 10 pictures per second. Many times there's motion or somebody's blinking. The chance you get it right is pretty high. So there's a lot of reasons performance can matter, and I thought we'll take a look at a few examples in a bit. But it's more than the hardware as well. We do a lot of work with software tuning. An optimized JavaScript engine really gives us fast web experience, and why we can say we have industry-leading browser performance on an Intel-based smartphone. And all of this happens with great power efficiency. That has to be a given. No impact on the battery life. So what about tablets? Tablets extend the experience. It's a bigger screen. Better for video, in many cases, gaming, browsing. Increasingly, we're seeing very interesting for line of business, not just business, line of business. Medical personnel, delivery people, sommelier, bringing out a wine list, on and on. So you say, what about Intel tablets? Well, Intel will be supporting Android, but primarily on tablets we're focused on Windows 8. All the great performance you expect from Intel, of course, you're going to get from an Intel-based tablet. The Intel-based tablets are going to have connected standby, all-day battery life. Most importantly, Intel-based tablets are going to allow you the opportunity to run both the web apps in the Metro UI, and desktop apps. Desktop apps is the software we're used to working with. PC apps, ubiquitous, millions of applications. They work well. They work on Intel-based tablets. We have strong momentum in the ecosystem, 20+ design wins with tablets. We're eager to get to market. And the messages from web applications to Windows apps, period, to any and all devices you've ever bought before, it just works on an Intel-based tablet with Windows 8.